today's the second day of autumn or fall, so I feel happy. This is my favourite season of the entire year. I love it. Anyway, let's go get some flowers. I'm back. I didn't film any of it because I've lost my tripod. Here's what we've got. This kind of looks like tryptamine, or a cross between tryptamine and Erica. I don't know, is it? I haven't used tryptamine for so long, I'm not sure, but I'm excited if it's back. Lizzie's. I got 3 colours of Chrissy, and I got 2 disc buds here. No, sorry, 4 colours of Chrissy, and then I got some straw flower and some mixed native stuff. Then I've just got a couple of things left over from yesterday. Not very much left over from yesterday, but today I'm just making up some orders because we're not selling Roadside today. We normally would, but we're not because James has a kindy concert. So I really only have to do these orders and then I can make the rest up tomorrow, and I'll pick some flowers in the field tomorrow. Alpine Perennials because they've got some hydrangeas I want. It's so pretty. Do you want one?
Yeah, you can buy me one of those.
Oh, they're so ugly.
Yeah.
There's a little puppy dog, look.
A gargoyle.
Look. Uh-oh, I just walked in all that mud. See? Do you think they're cute?
That's the one that you want?
I think that's it, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, cordials.
They're pretty. Now it's time for a food review again. Morph Chocolate. Anyway, this is called I'll have to put the name on the screen because I can't say it on YouTube, but that's what we call this lolly in Australia. Have you got that one there, Bug? It's a licorice with chocolate around the edge, and normally you can only get them tiny, like, you know, like this big little tiny ones, but these are giant ones and they're so good. Anyway, we've been to that nursery, it was amazing, and I'm very inspired, and now I just want to plant perennial cottage garden over our whole property, which I'll probably do at some point. We're back. That was the cutest nursery. I can't wait to go back. So I've already figured out that I'm gonna go crazy on perennials and like just for garden to make it pretty. But I'll show you what we got. This was the reason we went. So these hydrangeas called Sunday Fraise. It's a paniculata variety. There's a picture there. So they'll be pink and then they kind of go, oh, I just put my finger on a slug, gross. They're pink and they kind of go like a coppery colour, I think. So they like full sun. Very excited about those. This is a grass. So these are the extra things I bought while I was there. A grass, Carl Forrester, Calamagrostis. Never heard of it, but it's a tall one. It grows really tall and it's got like a wheat coloured long grass head on it, and it's bred to be non-invasive, so it's sterile. It can't spread its seeds and multiply. Oh, there, it's got one little head on it, but that's a tiny one. Then I found this shrub and it's very beautiful, Spirea, pink spice, but look at the colour. And that should bush up, I think, about 2 meters, but that's going to be so pretty up against, you know, pinks and purples, like a really, really pretty coloured foliage. I've got this little one, I can't remember what it was, but look how dainty the little flowers are. Really pretty. Oh, it's dropping all its flowers. And then I got this, which is a variety of clover. This one's called Iron Cross. It likes full sun. It needs a drink. It's just freaking out a little bit. But look, I figured if we're not going to have luck on the farm, we'll just buy our own luck. So I need to get all of these watered. And what I'm thinking is building a perennial garden both sides of the driveway. As you saw that, as you drove into that nursery, they had that long garden. Imagine that on both sides of our driveway. How amazing would it be? Everything needs a good drink. Everything looks fine. We had the most wildest storm last night. It was like the wind was twisting. It was like we were in what would we call it inland here? Not a cyclone, tornado. No, do we have tornadoes? I don't even know. But very, very wild weather, and then all this rain and everything, and then it kind of just stopped. And I looked on the radar, and over the space of like 30 minutes, the big like blob of rain just kind of opened up. That was very weird. Anyway, we're thinking, we haven't staked any of the dahlias again, so they're all gone. But there's like no difference out here. I was honestly thinking, well, there goes our farm again. But in fact, they've bloomed. It's very weird, but we are grateful. But look at this morning. What a pretty day. That cute little green frog has been sitting on top of the flowers every morning. I wonder if he's out yet. I can't see him. So this week on the flower farm, we are doing a job that we don't like doing. Building things. We're putting a trellis all across there for the wisteria to grow along, just to provide some shade. And Moroni started digging holes, but it took him about 4 hours yesterday to get 3 holes because the ground is so hard and full of rocks. And if you can look beyond the junk, you can see some poles here. I've been building the poles. We're not building them, but notching them and stuff. So we're really, really hoping, I think we're a bit unrealistic with our expectations today, but we're really, really, really hoping that we get them up today. I've been out all morning at a photography meeting. But do you want to see the plants? Look at the ornamental kale. It's doing so good. Super happy. My hydrangeas don't look so good, I know, but they're fine. they'll be fine. These ones are starting to actually grow. So they were from about a month ago. Everything's looking really nice. And my veggies have popped up. I don't know what this is. I think it's cilantro. Cos lettuce, broccoli, cauliflowers, cabbages, Brussels sprouts. And these are asters, which did not germinate, and I don't think they're going to. And then we've got all of these. But these is the baby's breath that is the wrong variety. So we're kind of growing it for no reason now. And we've got some germination. These are the marigolds. The baby's breath, again, which I need to get rid of. There was no point planting that. Rebecca had started to sort of come up. So slow. I don't think it's hot enough. And we've got some billy buttons. I really have a hard time getting good germination on billy buttons, but I've got a few in there. So, and then my tower asters. No, I got one. So we will have plants soon to plant out. We're actually going to work on getting some veggies out in the flower field. I've got to get carrots out so they grow before the frost hits, and we can just pick them through winter, but I really need to get those out ASAP. But today's project is that pergola. I think in the US you say pergola, and it always makes me laugh because we say pergola. Pergola just sounds like burglar. The weather hasn't wasted any time. It is definitely autumn. We're going to have a top of 15 degrees today, and it's starting to cool down enough at night for me to switch the doonas over, which is always a sign that autumn is on its way. But also, it's International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day to all the ladies watching, and to the men. I'm sure there's someone in your life that you can celebrate as a woman. Well, possibly you're not a woman, but you know what I mean. Maybe you are, I don't know. So we're at picking dahlias. We're going out roadside this afternoon with, well, not with, but Happy Cat Donuts. A donut van is going to be out with us tonight. And we're just going to push it a little bit for International Women's Day. So that's what I'm up to today. But alongside doing all of that, we're putting up that big trellis for the wisteria. So we're kind of jumping between jobs today. Slight oversight. When I marked out these holes, I didn't look up. And the gutters are in the way, so we have to move the holes now. Can you believe it, Meowmore?
Yeah.
Oh. Sadly. I do these sorts of things often, so I guess he's not surprised. But it's... He spent 2 days digging these holes, so... This isn't good.
Got it like straight over there, right?
Yeah.
No sé, vámonos like
Okay.
Ya viste,
One little tiny bit. We've had to take a break because I need to make flowers for Roadside today. But we've also hit a million snags. We've got one up and it's not straight yet. Moroni feels a little bit annoyed that I did not film that going up. And he was even keen to pull it back down so we could show you it going up. It won't sit so tight on the gutter like that. It's got to be leveled. So while that just sits there and thinks about life, Moroni's making lunch and I'm getting the flowers done for the day. And it's all from our garden. Finally! It took an entire season to get to this point. But look what we've got. Well, a lot of what we had I've now put into bouquets, but this is what I've got left and this is what I've done. And they're just like these massive, gorgeous bundles of colour and I love it. I need to get through the rest of this. I've only got a few more to go. Then we'll eat and then fingers crossed we can get that first trellis post thing put into the ground and concrete it in. And then fingers crossed the rest aren't so tedious because we kind of will then know what we're doing, we hope. Done. It is so nice to be able to use our own flowers. Just amazing. It's so cold. So it's Thursday morning, heading into the wholesaler, and it's 5 degrees. Some of you in freezing areas are probably really laughing at this, but for an Australian, this is pretty cold. I want to quickly look at my plants. I'm going to have to put the plastic on this. These guys are loving it. Oh, there's a bird. They're loving it because well, everything's germinated, so, and they're all cool hardies. So, well, these aren't up here, but they didn't germinate, so who cares? These are all cool season crops. I was going to start the Lysianthus this week in here because we were getting really good daytime temps and the drop wasn't too severe between day and night. But now I'm not sure. I was trying to avoid having to put them on the heat pad because, I mean, I don't actually think it costs that much money to do it, but I was just like, oh, that'll save some electricity. And now I've got the air conditioner on in here, which is not helpful. Okay. I'll give the car a minute to warm up, and me a minute to warm up. We didn't get our trellis finished. I don't know what made us think we were going to get that finished yesterday. We have the most unrealistic goals each day. We don't even come close to half of what we want to achieve every day. It looks so cold, doesn't it? But the thing is, the water's warm. That's why the steam's coming off, because the air's really cold. And there's a group here called the Hot Chili Swimmers, and they get in it every morning, like all year. They swim in the winter in this thing. So the outside air temp will be -5 and they get in the water. They invited me to their group. I was like, no thank you. Back. I got the prettiest stuff and the prettiest straw flowers, like the prettiest colours. I feel obsessed with them. It's sort of one of those things you wish you could just kind of bottle it up and, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a beautiful photo of them for the wall because they're just amazing. Look at that. So this is what I've got today. Got natives, I got some carnation chins. I always like, whenever I see these ones, I always get them. They're just so pretty. Look at those. I got 2 big bunches of them. Got 2 disc buds and 2 Chrissies. So not much today. Sales are down again. You know what I'm starting to think? I think it might be really hard to sell flowers to people in the country because we're surrounded by nature. Do I need to rethink what we're doing? So pretty. Don't know know if you'll actually get to see me make those flowers up today because I need to get this video edited. But I want to just show you something really cute. The Easter daisy, it's in flower. This is so easy to grow. You could basically just throw some seeds in the ground, which is all I did last season. And it grows beautiful long stems. They're a long-lasting flower in a vase. The only downfall is they're a short, it's got a short flowering cycle. But they do flower around Easter each year, but very easy to look after and grow. You just put seeds in the ground. I barely even watered it. So it's fairly drought hardy as well. And this gets full sun all summer right there. Like stinking hot full sun. We gave it a bit of a sprinkle, maybe once a week, of water. But yeah, it's the cutest filler flower. And those other little buds on it will open up in the vase as well. It'll give you a good 3 weeks in a vase, you know, in the right conditions. So have a look at that.
It's a gluten-free flower.
Did you buy me one, Shani?
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
It's why I took so long.
Thank you, honey bun.
Rebecca, oh, this was like your present. I said, oh, it's for my mum. It's pretty, isn't it?
It's so cute. We only got one up. It takes so much longer than we thought. I've got the next one built ready to go though, and it looks very cute. I'm loving it. Look at that. But this is a very slow process. And I've called it a day. I'm too tired. So I've had my shower. I've got my pajamas on, which are my very old like house clothes because I don't have pajamas. But it's decided to be winter for 2 days. I mean, the leaves are trying to fall off the trees and I'm saying to the leaves, get back on there. I think we're going to have some heat again for a few days. But I really wanted to show you something very quickly. It's actually for Anita from Flower Folk Farm. She's had the white cabbage moths just like inundated with them. And we were inundated about a month ago. But I had these really cool little, they're like fake ones on a stick. And you poke them around your garden. And they didn't seem to go to the places where they were. So they must work. And I thought, well, this will be something that doesn't work. But it did work. These things. Apparently they're territorial. So they see, you put them in clusters. I've only got 2 there because James stole one. He's put it over there. Apparently you put them in clusters and the white cabbage moth think that territory is already dominated, so it won't go there. So I had them through the veggie patch. I don't know where on earth they've all gone now because James moved them all. Oh, there's still some down there. But I didn't have a problem with them on the veggie patch. I didn't put them in the flower field. But maybe that's an idea. Ours are gone. Ours left about a month ago, so we're probably getting the caterpillars now. But it might work for you, Anita. Anyways, I can see the screen starting to go dark, which means we're at the end of the video. I'll show you the rest of that project next week and hopefully that little mini hothouse will turn up. Okay, bye!